Let's break Arma 3. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is to open the Arma 3 mod folder, and we're going to add some mods in there. I'm just opening the Arma 2 mod folder as well, just to get a reference on how to set it up, because it's a few days since I last did this. And then we're going to open the location of Arma 2 and Arma 2 Operation Arrowhead in Steam. And we're going to find and copy the add-ons folders for both the game or games into the Arma 3 mod folder. And I did the same with Operation Arrowhead, but I am not showing that on screen now. So when we boot up Arma 3 now, we will get some weird results. You will see the Arma 2 logo, and you have to enable Arma 2 and Arma 2 Operation Arrowhead as an expansion. Mine was already saved for last time I did this, so for some reason I didn't have to do it. And we are getting to this long black sequence here where the game looks like it's just not working anymore, but trust me, it takes a while, but it will eventually work. So when you start up, you will get a lot of errors, but you just need to click on close all, and it will still work. And here you can just browse through. I was actually looking at some stuff, looking at the expansions. You can see that Arma 2 and Arma 2 Operation Arrowhead is enabled. I was also taking a look at the campaign, and you can clearly see that the campaign for both Operation Arrowhead and Arma 2 is in there. I didn't test them, so I'm not sure if they're working. Showcase, I haven't played too much Arma 2, so I'm not sure if any of those are in there. Challenges, I'm not sure if there is even any challenges in Arma 2, so I couldn't find any there. And in Showcase, you will see a few. So you can also see here, this is from the editor, that we have both Arma 3 and Arma 2 and Operation Arrowhead maps. So I'm just going to go quick into the editor, and you can first see that the bars are not working properly. You can see the Arma 2 bar loading in the bottom there. So in the editor you will see some messed up stuff. You will see in factions and stuff that things aren't lining up properly, and you can look for factions from the other games, and you can see that the overlay, the game can't figure out which overlay to use. So I'm just spawning in, and I think it's from Operation Arrowhead unit from there, and for some reason it's not able to load it, so this is our first game crash. So I just went ahead and I spawned in a normal rifleman from Arma 3, and as you can see, we first got the Arma 2 loading bar and then the Arma 3 loading bar, and as expected we get some errors, and this is where we get the first what the fuck moment. It's not easy to show here, but while I'm pressing keys, the player keeps moving even though I'm not even pressing them. I just press forward and I let go of everything, and as soon as I move on my mouse, it will stop. So we'll move until I press another key or press or touch the mouse. As you can see right here, I'm just sitting, I'm actually backing off of the computer and just sitting there and be like, whoa, I'm not pressing anything. What is going on? And you can also see that the gun is kind of misplaced. Um, but as you can see, we are in Chernaus or Chernaus. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but we are in the Arma 2 map. In Arma 3. You can also see that I tested it in first person and the camera was locking to the scope of the gun. Here I just got a little curious and started walking around and looking inside buildings and see if everything was looking as expected. So I got a little curious, so I added in DayZ and DayZ Origins as extensions to Arma 3 to see how that will turn out. And as expected, the Arma 2 logo appeared, and everything was booting quite. It was actually booting fine until we came to the menu. It was kind of weird, where we would get the DayZ Origins overlay with the Arma 3. This kind of looks weird and it's pretty messed up, but I decided to go into the editor and see what we could get access to. So this is probably where I got the most carried away, because I was able to spawn in the flying fortress, and as you can see, there's some glitching. It looks like it's the water textures. So just out of curiosity, I actually spawned in the flying fortress, and I've never flew it before, so I of course had to go in there and just try it out. And you can see it's kind of wobbling. I'm not sure if that's how it is in Origins, but I had some problems with auto hover, and it wasn't working properly, is the right thing to say. And as you can see in the left top corner, that we have both Arma 2 HUD, and you can see in the top that there's both Arma 2 and Arma 3 layout with fuel and speed and stuff like that. And I got a little bit carried away and I dropped into the water and his profile picture came actually kind of ironically up right there. So yeah, so I started testing with spawning in some new stuff. I can't quite see right here. I think I tried to spawn in a clan outfit or something, and then the game crashed. And then I started wondering if Arma 2, Arma 2 Operation Arrowhead, DayZ and DayZ Origins work, with Standalone work, and they actually have the same structure. And this is Arma 3 with only the DayZ Standalone add-ons added to it. So we have Standalone as an expansion to Arma 3. And you can see that this is getting quite messy. I'm actually looking around seeing if we can find something. Play will actually get you into the editor right away. And I was just clicking around, messing around, try to see what the different things were doing. before I actually went to the editor. And as you can see, there's another two maps here that we never heard of before. They're both samples. But right now I'm just going to go into Chernows or Chernows. I'm not sure. And just to make sure that this is the standalone map, I'm actually going to the north uh, side of the map and just um zooming in to show you that this is the new area. Okay, so this is where we break the game. The model structures of Arma 3 and Standalone is not the same. So as you can see right now, the camera is not in the helicopter even though I am in a helicopter. And I'm starting to look around and wondering where the fuck is the cockpit, and I can see it down there. And when I go out to third person, I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? And we get this mess. This mess of a character is what we're getting. And it's quite funny. You can see the head to the right there, just sticking out. And the gun is pointing upwards, and you can barely tell what's what. I tried to shoot to see if it would shoot straight before I actually took off with the helicopter to look around on the map and just see what I could find. So I couldn't find anything interesting, so I just tried to take a backflip and died. And to my surprise, if you die, the game doesn't know what to do with you, because in Standalone your screen will be black and you can choose to respawn, but that will not happen in Arma 3. So here I'm literally just trying to spam every button on my keyboard and nothing is happening. I can't even move the camera. So I tested one of the sample maps and I spawned in with the helicopter, and it looks like this map has been used for testing different things, because all there is just scattered um, trees and buildings and textures and different types of terrain, and I just took a helicopter and flew a bit around to see what I could find. And if you're wondering what the thing on the right of the helicopter there is, that's the head of both me and the other person sitting in the helicopter. And just randomly on the floor right here, it looks like we have some samples of different textures. So I just had to take a quick look at them before I went further north. Probably among the most interesting stuff I could find was this vehicle, which is under civilian vehicle, and it's called Old Hatchback. You can drive it, and it has an inventory, um, but um, it's nothing in it. How I could tell that this is a standalone vehicle is because it was under civilian, and there was a vehicle or a car section inside there. Uh, and as you can see now, I'm going to people and I'm looking through all the survival outfits or looks for standalone. I basically know what's going to happen, so I'm spawning in both a survivor and a zombie, and I also tried a rabbit just because I wanted to test with a rabbit and see how that turned out. So as you could see, there was a problem with the rabbit, and then I just launched with the zombie and the survivor, and you will get this weird looking thing here, and no zombie. Uh, but the zombie is there, and when I'm getting closer to them, just to see how it looks like, they're um, programmed as NCPs, which means they will look at me, but I don't think standalone models have that animation, so I think that's the reason why the game crashed here. So all there's left to say is I hope you found this interesting. I know I did, because I actually spent 5 hours or so just messing with these files and trying to remove and put in new files and see what would happen. And I hope you found what I found out a bit interesting. If you own these games yourself, you can test it out for yourself. And thanks for watching.